Election Commissioners has turned over 50 individuals that we believe have committed voter fraud. Of these cases include 32 individuals that voted from vacant lots, 5 individuals that voted from St. Louis City and St. Louis County, 3 individuals that have voted in St. Louis City and Illinois, 7 individuals that have cast a ballot in St. Louis County and Jefferson County, 1 individual that we have as a record as a felon, 1 individual that voted from a precinct he does not live in. This came through an anonymous letter to us. 1 individual that cast an absentee ballot on election day and an election day ballot in the April municipal election. If convicted, these individuals face a Class 1 election offense, which holds serious penalties up to 5 years in prison and a $2,500 fine, and they will also lose their right to vote. We are very concerned by these findings and are urging the authorities to investigate and to strictly enforce the law of these violators. Open, fair, and honest elections are essential to our democracy, and we will continue to vigorously protect the voters in St. Louis City from election fraud. The board believes that one dishonest vote cancels the vote of an honest voter. And that's all I have for you today. If you have any questions. I'd like to also introduce Clarence Dooley. He's one of our board commissioners. He's here standing with us today. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them now, or we can talk after.
You mentioned one of the races here that was very tight. How does that, where do you guys go from here now looking into that race?
You know, no race was, none of this will affect any race whatsoever. But what we wanted to make a point of is that, you know, these are 50 individuals, and in the past 2 elections that we've held, the municipal or the state election in August and the federal election in November, 2 elections were won by less than 100 votes. We wanted to stress that, you know, it doesn't seem like a lot, but these can make a difference.
Any recommendations that the city or state can do to keep this from happening again?
I think that's what we're doing today, is that we're holding a press conference, alerting the citizens of St. Louis to this, letting them know that we take this very serious, and then hopefully, you know, you'll find some convictions at the end of the day.
But as far as like a voter ID or something, a picture ID, I mean, what are the pictures?
These are actually some of the vacant lots of the 32. These were 4 of them that we were out whenever we investigated. We also took documentation, took pictures of each lot to turn over to the U.S. Attorney's Office. These were just 4 of them. I just wanted to give you an opportunity to see what we were dealing with.
Scott, can you, it may be in here, but can you break down for us of these 50 cases of voter fraud, how many of them are from November, how many are from April?
The majority of them are from November. I think probably about, I want to say maybe 7 or 8 of them were from the February election, the February 2008 presidential primary election, and then 1 was from the April municipal election just about a month or 2 ago.
You said you do an annual check, is that correct?
We typically do. It takes us a while to go through it, and now that we've had the time to go through it, the Board of Elections, the team and the staff have done an excellent job over the past few years. We've done, I think, 11 elections. So now we're just kind of catching up with all this type of work that we do to investigate to make sure that, you know, people are not